Hello, everyone, or no one. I am back with another video of a drawing that I did, this time on a small wooden block or wooden piece, I guess. I used a POSCA paint pen, just a black one, with the point nib. I'm not sure exactly what size. I think it says 0.7, which is kind of interesting to use. It has a plastic nib where the paint comes from rather than the like felt style or felt type nibs in some of the other POSCA paint pens that I have, the ones that are a little bit bigger. And something that was interesting with this wood block was the paint seemed to seep and bleed a lot more than a different wood piece I did. Maybe that's because of the different nib, because the other piece I did use both a blue and a green POSCA paint pen. Both, they're the same size, but they're bigger than this black one with the felt type nib, so maybe that is what made a difference, because both of these wood pieces were the same, just different sizes. Or maybe I sanded them differently, I'm not sure, but seemed to bleed a lot more, which at first I was kind of upset about. I didn't really like the way it was looking, but when in doubt, just color it in, especially when using black. I kind of used that to my advantage whenever there was a part that I didn't necessarily like, or I kind of wanted it to look a little bit cleaner. I just kind of colored in some more areas, which made it a little bit darker. It made the contrast a little bit more prevalent in the drawing, which I like overall. I like this piece. It's small. It wasn't intimidating or anything to get started. At first, I made it just because I like drawing on wood. I like the physicality of it. I like how it's more than just a piece of paper. And then as I started to get further through it, I realized that I could kind of incorporate this into the other woodblock artwork that I did. You'll see both of them together on my wall at the end of the video. And I kind of wanted to incorporate some of the style and the same colors from the other one into this one, to kind of make them look as if they're part of the same artwork, but in two different wooden pieces. So most of this drawing was pretty interesting, I would say. I like how this specific clip of the paint seeping into the wood. Certain aspects I liked it a lot, actually, the way it seeped in. I know at the beginning I said that kind of had to go with it. It was kind of just what it was going to be, so you can't really feel too strongly about it, because you just kind of know that that's what it's going to look like. So I tried to get as much detail in this one as I could because of the smaller, pointier nib on this POSCA pen. I haven't been able to find a black one with the bigger nib size. Every time I go to the store, they are all sold out of black POSCA pens. I guess they're just really popular. I know I could just get one on Amazon or get one online, and it would be here in 2 days, but I don't know. I like going to the store and checking out all the art supplies and seeing if they have anything new or anything that I didn't see last time, or anything that was out of stock last time. So yeah, I've had a lot of trouble finding a black one, so this was the first chance I had at getting one, so I just got it, no matter the size. And I like the pointy nib. I think it's a little harder to use, because if you go against the grain of the nib, it kind of spits paint, which is not fun. It's not a good time when that happens. I have used it a little bit on some mixed media paper, and on that paper specifically, going against they're almost like spines on the plastic nib. It kind of just spits paint. It's kind of funky to work with in general, but once you get the hang of it, it's a little bit better. It worked really well on the wood, I would say. I didn't really have any issues with the nib and the paint kind of like sputtering or anything, but maybe that's just because I was cautious and I was conscious of using the pen in a certain direction. Pulling away is the best way to do it. Maybe that's why, because I just was more conscious, because this was after I already experimented with it a little bit to see kind of what worked the best with this specific pen. So yeah, I'm just finishing off this piece with some little details at the end here. And then after I'm done with the black, so the other wooden block piece I did with a blue and green Posca paint pens. And this one, that was before I even had this black one. And I painted the sides of that piece with black paint. So for this one, I wanted to kind of do the opposite. So I did black for the design on the face of the block. So I decided to color the sides of this block with the blue and the green Posca pens. This was kind of when I had got the idea of incorporating them and kind of making them one whole art piece in the form of two different pieces of wood. This took a very long time. I even adjusted how much blue I was going to do. Originally I was only going to do a small amount of blue and mostly green, but my green pen started to kind of dry out, I guess. I'm not sure. At the beginning it was okay. Everything, the paint was coming out fine very quickly, usually with these Posca pens. But then it just started to slow down a lot, so I had to add in some more blue, because the blue pen is really heavy paint flow, and ever since I got it, this green and the blue pen are the same size, but the blue paint seems to flow a lot easier. So I tried to use as much blue as I could, because the green was struggling a little bit. Not sure if it was just from the wood or just the speed that I was using it. I'm not sure. But yeah, I guess I hope you enjoyed the montage of me sanding down this wood block. I'm sure as soon as you buy them from the store, you can use them. I'm sure it's fine. But I like to sand away any little imperfections in the wood, just to kind of make sure that I know that I've done all that I can to make the artwork as good as it can be, by making the wood smooth, taking out any little bumps, especially on the face of the wood. That's what's most important, but also on the edges a little bit, because it just makes it look a lot better when the whole thing is smooth and the imperfections are kind of gone from the wood. And I kind of enjoy just sanding it down. I like the feeling of the wood slowly being smoothened out, and feeling the kind of the final point of the wood after you've completely sanded it down. I enjoy that feeling, and then being excited to draw on it. And I mean, generally I try not to feel too, because it is a piece of wood. It's more than just a piece of paper, so I try to not get nervous about it or anything, or messing it up or anything with artwork, because you can always fix your mistakes in art, especially with the kind of artwork that I like to do. So this is me finishing the painting on the outside, and then at the end here I'll have a picture of what the two wood pieces look together. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.